Imagine a world where a cheeseburger costs just 15 cents. Not a dollar, not 50 cents, 15 pennies. That was 1955. No golden arches yet. No drive-through speaker crackling in your ear. Just a tiny roadside stand in San Bernardino, California, where two brothers named McDonald flipped burgers so perfect the line wrapped around the block. And then, in 1968, the company banned that original recipe forever. Tonight, we're bringing it back ingredient by ingredient, secret by secret, bite by bite. Welcome to Lost American Kitchen, the channel where we dig up the recipes your grandparents swore tasted better. I'm your guide, and tonight we're stepping into a time capsule. The year is 1955. Elvis is on the radio. Gas is 29 cents a gallon. And a man named Ray Kroc is about to shake hands with destiny. But before the billions, before the Happy Meals, there was one burger. One simple, juicy 15-cent burger that started an empire and then vanished. Until now. The mystery here's what they don't tell you in the history books. In 1968, McDonald's made a decision that changed everything. They locked the original 1955 recipe in a corporate vault and rewrote the playbook. Why? Because the old way was too slow, too handmade, too real, but one former fry cook refused to let it die. His name was Harold Jenkins. He worked the grill at store number 1 for 12 years. And in 2019, his granddaughter posted a faded, coffee-stained recipe card on Reddit with the caption, "My grandpa swore this was the real deal." Over 2 million upvotes later, the internet exploded. And tonight, we're testing it right here, right now. Stay with me. In exactly 5 minutes, you'll know how to make the burger that built McDonald's. For less than $2. The 15 price breakdown. Let's talk money. 15 cents in 1955 is about $1.70 today. Still a steal. But how did they do it? Trick number 1. The meat. The original McDonald's patty wasn't 100% beef. Wait, don't groan yet. It was 80% beef and 20% something else. The brothers discovered that mixing in a small amount of evaporated milk stretched the meat without sacrificing juiciness. 1 pound of ground chuck suddenly made 5 patties instead of 4. That's a 20% savings right there. Trick number 2. The bun. They bought day-old bread from a local bakery for pennies and toasted it in beef tallow reclaimed from the grill. Zero waste. Trick number 3. The sauce. No fancy special sauce with 17 ingredients. Just 3 pantry staples in a ratio so perfect it has been copied by every burger chain since. We'll get to that ratio in a minute. But first, let's meet the men who made it all possible. The McDonald brothers story. Richard and Morris McDonald weren't chefs. They were tinkerers. In 1940, they opened a barbecue joint. Hot dogs, ribs, the works. But by 1948, they noticed something strange. 80% of their sales were hamburgers. So they did what any sane businessman would do. They fired the car hops, closed the restaurant for 3 months and rebuilt it from scratch. Stainless steel counters, assembly line grills. A system so efficient they called it the Speedy Service System. Ray Kroc walked in one day in 1954, saw 15-cent burgers flying out the window, and begged to franchise the concept. The brothers said yes. Kroc said, "I'll make you rich." He did. But he also changed the soul of the burger. And that's where our story takes a dark turn. The evaporated milk secret. Let's zoom in on the patty. 1 pound of fresh ground chuck, 80% lean, 20% fat. That's non-negotiable. But here's the twist. Add 1/4 cup of evaporated milk. Not regular milk. Evaporated. Why? Because when you mix it into the meat and let it rest for 10 minutes, the proteins absorb the liquid like a sponge. The result? A patty that's 30% juicier and holds together without breadcrumbs or eggs. The McDonald brothers discovered this by accident when a milk delivery arrived late, and the only thing left was a can of Carnation evaporated milk. They tried it. Customers raved. Costs dropped. Genius. But in 1968, when McDonald's went national, evaporated milk was deemed old-fashioned. Frozen patties became the standard. The milk trick? Buried. Until tonight. The 1968 ban and the leaked card. Picture this. 1968. McDonald's has 1,000 locations. Ray Kroc is on the cover of Time magazine. The boardroom is buzzing. We need consistency across every store, they say. Hand-mixed patties won't scale, so they switch to pre-formed flash-frozen beef discs shipped from Iowa. The evaporated milk experiment ends overnight. Harold Jenkins, the fry cook we mentioned earlier, begs to keep the old recipe alive at his location. Corporate says no. Harold is fired. He takes the recipe card home, tapes it inside his toolbox, and tells his kids, one day, the world will want the real thing again. Fast forward 51 years. Harold's granddaughter, Emily, finds the card while cleaning out the garage. She scans it, posts it online, and the internet loses its mind. Comment after comment. This tastes like my childhood. Why did they change it? Tonight, we answer that question and cook the burger ourselves. Full recipe. Step by step. All right, let's cook. Grab a pen. The full ingredient list is on screen now. Ingredients. Makes 4 burgers. 1 pound ground chuck. 80/20ths. 1/4 cup evaporated milk. Carnation recommended. 1 tsp salt. 1/2 tsp onion powder. 1/4 tsp black pepper. 4 hamburger buns. Day old if possible. 4 tsp butter. For toasting. 1 small white onion. Diced fine. 8 dill pickle chip sauce. 4 tbsp mayonnaise. 2 tbsp ketchup. 1 tbsp pickle juice. Step 1. The meat in a large bowl. Combine the ground chuck, evaporated milk, salt, onion powder, and pepper. Mix gently with your hands. Don't overwork it. Cover and rest in the fridge for 10 minutes. This is when the magic happens. Step 2. Form patties. Divide into 4 equal balls. Flatten to 4-inch discs, slightly thinner in the center. They'll puff up. Make a small dimple in the middle with your thumb to prevent doming. Step 3. Toast the buns. Heat a cast iron skillet over medium. Add 1 tsp butter per bun half. Toast until golden, about 60 seconds. Set aside. Step 4. Cook the patties. Same skillet. Medium-high heat. No oil needed. The fat will render. Cook patties 2 minutes per side for medium. Press once with a spatula for the classic sear. Step 5. The sauce. Whisk mayo, ketchup, and pickle juice. That's it. The original ratio. Step 6. Assemble bottom bun. 1 tsp sauce. Sprinkle of diced onion, patty. Another tsp sauce. 2 pickle chips. Top bun. Wrap in wax paper for 30 seconds to steam. Taste test and emotional close. I just took my first bite. Close your eyes and imagine this. The bun is buttery and crisp. The patty is so juicy it drips down your wrist. The sauce is tangy but not overpowering. The onion gives a sharp crunch. It's simple. It's honest. It tastes like a memory you didn't know you had. My own grandma used to take me to McDonald's in 1985, and even then something was different. This burger? This is what she remembered. This is what Harold Jenkins fought to protect. Try it this weekend. Film yourself taking the first bite. Tag the channel. Use the hashtag 15centburger. I'll repost every single one. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We drop a new lost recipe every 48 hours. Coming up next, the 1987 Pizza Hut pan pizza with the butter-flavored crust they still want to admit exists. You'll see the original training manual, page 42, leaked by a former manager. Until then, keep your cast iron hot and your evaporated milk cold. This is Lost American Kitchen, signing off.